Hey, what's going on, Street Moto Zers? How are you guys doing today? What are the top 10 motorcycles that you would like to ride? Any motorcycle that's out there, which one would you like to ride? I'm going to go through my top 10 list. You probably might have some similar motorcycles that you would love to ride. Number 10, the Suzuki Jixir 1000. Yes, that's the sport bike that a lot of people say that wimpy guys ride, but it's no wimpy sport bike. It's a pretty serious sport bike. It's a 1000 series bike. It's got super horsepower and torque, and when you get that thing tuned, it has a lot more power, a lot more get up and go than many of the other leader bikes out there. Number 9, the Honda Goldwing DCT. Yeah, a Honda Goldwing. I wouldn't mind riding one of those. I haven't been on one before. Apparently that is the king when it comes to cruising down the interstate, the most comfortable motorcycle there is. But I would like to try one out and ride one and see how it feels. The DCT is an automatic and it has 7 gears instead of 6. I may end up getting a Goldwing one day, and it would be a really nice long-distance traveling bike, and the passenger would be quite comfortable too, from what I understand. Number 8, the BMW S1000RR. That is the BMW leader bike. I'd like to get on that and try it out. I hear it's really fast, comfortable. Some people say it's an expensive version of the Jixir 1000. However, it does have some technology on it that is amazing. The suspension has some smart technology where it will auto adjust depending on the road conditions that you're on. From what I understand, it will give you a nice, comfortable, smooth ride, so you're not getting beat up by the road and by the seat and by the motorcycle. Number 7, the Yamaha YZF R1M. That is the Yamaha's leader bike. The M is supposed to have some really high-end suspension on it, Olin suspension, and I would like to ride that bike, see what it feels like, and compare it to some of the other leader bikes out there. See how it compares to the Jixir 1000 and the S1000 BMW, and also against the ZX10. Yamaha is really at the very top of quality when it comes to building motorcycles. Number 6, the Suzuki Beastrom 1050 DE adventure bike. That is a mouthful. It's apparently a really good adventure bike, and it looks really good too. I haven't ridden on an adventure bike before. I sure would like to give it a try and see what it feels like, see how well it rides on the road and how well it does on dirt roads too. Number 5, the Ducati Pentagali V4. That is Ducati's race leader bike. It actually has more than 1000 cc's. I forget how much it has, but almost 1100 cc's, and apparently it's very powerful. I wouldn't mind riding that bike and just seeing how it compares to the other leader bikes. Number 4, the Honda CBR 1000 RRR Fireblade. Apparently that bike is considered a super high-end track bike. I read it is super powerful when you get it wound up pretty high, and I would love to ride that and compare it against some of the other leader bikes. Number 3, you may not believe this is number 3 on my list, but the Kawasaki H2R. That is the Kawasaki leader bike with a supercharger on it. The R is the race version of it. There's not many of those out there. That's a $60,000 motorcycle. Even I wouldn't mind trying out just the Honda H2R and to feel the power that it has. I understand it's pretty aggressive and that throttle is pretty sensitive. It would be nice to feel how that bike rides compared to some of the other leader bike. It's a unique motorcycle. I'm interested in seeing how it feels. We're down to number 2. Number 2 is the Triumph Rocket 3. That is a super muscle bike. It has a lot of cc's in it. It's got a lot of horsepower and a ton of torque. Just to feel what that bike is like, to see how it feels off the line and how it does going through the gears, that would be really a fun bike to ride and experience. I may want to own one of those one day. It's hard to say. Can I have a drum roll for number one? And number one, the bike I would really like to ride is the 2020 Yamaha VMax. The VMax is a super muscle bike. It's got a lot of cc's. It's got a big engine. It's got a ton of horsepower. It's got a ton of torque. It is just a monster bike. Yamaha actually stopped producing those. Their last model produced was in 2020, and the reason they stopped producing them is because the emissions of that motorcycle. They could not build it and keep within the emission standards that Europe and the United States are trying to put down on motorcycles. You may think I left off a few, and I do have 3 honorable mentions. And the first of the honorable mentions is the Yamaha YZ450F dirt bike. That is a 4-stroke dirt bike, and it's considered a really high-end, very reliable dirt bike made by Yamaha. It's not built for the street. You can set it up to where it will work on the street. I would like to ride one of those. The second honorable mention is the 2002 Honda NSR 500. That is a 2-cycle sport bike. It's a 500cc bike, but when you have 2 cycles in it, you almost double the amount of cc, so it's like a liter bike, but it is a 2-cycle bike. I have a feeling that bike is really twitchy on the throttle. It will really put a lot of power to the back wheel when you least expect it. Probably super dangerous too, but it still would be a fun bike to ride and see how it feels compared to other liter bikes. And the third honorable mention is the KTM 690 SMCR Supermoto. I haven't ridden a Supermoto before, but if I'm going to ride one, I may as well ride that KTM Supermoto. 690 is their bigger engine Supermoto. I think it would be a lot of fun to ride. I don't know about long distance, but it sure would be fun to ride around town and ride around the country. Well, that is my list of bikes I'd love to ride. If you have any bikes that you would love to ride, even if it's on the list, let me know what they are. And let me know what you're currently riding too. I'm curious. I'm currently riding a ZX6R. I hope you liked the video. Please like, subscribe, ring the bell so you get notified on the next video from Street Moto Z. And catch you later.